Money Moves with Myth 2.0, the podcast. And I always remember, gentlemen, it's a mother movie. So today we got part two of the video from the channel Tiffany's dad. This part two of him giving his reasons why you shouldn't let people live with you. So we're gonna be reacting and giving our personal perspectives. So without further ado, let's hop straight into the content.
You remember part one about I was talking about not letting people move in with you when I showed the damage on the outside of my property in Miami. But today I'm going to talk about the damage that they have done and did when I was in Miami on the inside of the property. Now I had family members, not no non-family members. Family members that was staying there with me, try to put them out. Can't put them out because of the law, you know. They had the address on the driver license and had to go through a whole lot of illegal, unnecessary headaches. I changed the locks on the door. Then the police told me I had to give them the key until the legal situation was over with. And it was a pure headache, you know. In one picture, you'll see that my brother got a.
And ain't it absolutely insane that if you have a friend or somebody that you just want to help out for a minute and you let them come stay over at your house and then they decide to get some mail or a ID, something with the address, your address on it. And now the law in most states in America say that you cannot, you'll have to go to court and kick them out, even if they're not paying you anything, even if you don't want them to be there, even if they haven't stayed there and they just got some mail to this address. You know, this is absolutely insane, guys. But let's keep it moving.
Saw and cut the lock off the screen bar door in the back, and that's how bad it got. You know, one paying no rent, one trying to clean up in the house. Just thought that he had a right to the property because the fact that I purchased the property from my uncle, and which is the house.
Oh, and we talk about this a lot on this channel. You know, um, a lot of times when you're African American, and we be thinking that just because our family members were family or we're friends or we're the same skin color, that we think that people are want the best for us. They got a good drive, no. But like he just said, this dude was jealous of him. This man bought the property from his uncle, and we just gonna say Pookie felt like he was entitled to the property as well. This is crazy. But let's keep it moving.
I had told y'all earlier belongs to my grandmother and my grandfather, and they built the house back in the 40s and the 50s, you know. And like I said, I went through pure hell, you know, pure hell. The police calling the police all the time, you know. Waking up night, the front door wide open, the back door wide open.
Oh my God.
Go to work sometime. the water in the tub running all day long. The water in the sink running all day long. Messing up the washing machine, the dryer. And y'all, let me tell you something.
And this is the firm reason why a lot of African American people are not homeowners. You know, I remember there was a time, I'm from Memphis, and it was like my granddad owned his home. And there was a lot of other black people owning their homes that were taking care of it and stuff like that. And I remember people staying with my grandmother and granddaddy, their children, and they would leave the front door wide open, back door wide open. Don't want to clean up. Don't want to clean up after themselves and stuff like that. You know, and they don't appreciate it because they don't know what it takes to upkeep a property. And it's sad that American black people, a lot of us, we don't understand what it takes. That water bill. You like somebody can literally run in his house, the door wide open. You wake up in the middle of the night, the front door wide open. Anybody just can come in. And this is, you know, people of all ages got haters, man. And I'm telling you, in the black community, hating runs rampant. And I'm telling you, his family members who was standing with him was hating on OG. Let's keep it moving.
You might don't believe that people could be that way, but I have experienced that on a personal level. Please do not let people move in with you. It's not worth it. It's the little money that they pay you monthly. It's not worth it. Sometimes they'll tell you, say, well, I'm gonna pay you. Something came up. I'm gonna pay you a little later on. Please be patient. Something that came up, and they start off with 1 month behind, 2 months behind, 3 months behind. They then made up their mind that they're not gonna pay you because they know that you have to go through the court system in order to evict the behind. So I'm gonna tell you, I had a headache behind that. And when you bring the contractors in, and the contractors come in and plaster the walls and the ceiling, and they get a broom and they scrape over the work that the contractors done did, and your hands feel tired. Tell you, it was on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And then you tell other family members about the situation, hoping that they would talk to the individual. They say they don't have nothing to do with it. That's your problem.
Right, because nobody wants to see the other person, especially in black communities. Like, we act like it, but nobody wants to see another person like rise above them. Like like a lot of people are not owning homes in the black community. And period. You know. And he reaching out to other family members who don't stay with him, thinking they will lend him a ear. And no. Still, you know, just turn their back on him. And this is why I tell people to go silent. Stop caring so much because they don't care about you. They gave this old man pure ID hell. You know, but let's keep it moving.
You know, and they're right about that though. They're right about that. But if the shoe was on my feet and I see a family member doing harm to another family member, I'm gonna voice my opinion. And right. I'm gonna tell them and say, you was wrong by what you're doing, And I'm gonna try to encourage that individual to go and get their own place. For those two individuals can have peace of mind. I like to say, let's.
It ain't that many real people in the black community like that no more, OG. You know, I mean, we out there, we out here, but it's so many other people who's watching you go to work and watching you. You might have a beat up car that you paid $2,000 for, and there's somebody who will hate you for that in the black community. There's somebody who will hate you for because you done bought you a new pair of Jordan tennis shoes and you got a pack of cigarettes and you smoking a cigarette. And a lot of people will say, boy, you crazy. They'll say I'm crazy. And it's absolutely sad, bruh. You know, it's absolutely sad. But let's keep it moving.
contact, less conflict. It's hell when you trying to do things positive for people, and they really don't appreciate it. They look at you as being a weak person.
Facts.
I don't know where that jealousy come from. That constantly jealous, but
Consistently jealous and envy. Because they can't do what you do. They don't know how that you end up in this position. And they feel like they're entitled and they're trying to get control over you, you know. But God's people is highly favored, man. That's this is all this is telling me. It's a reaffirming me. Let's keep it moving.
the most fearful thing in those situations that I went through, like I said, was the times that I woke up and my front door was wide open. There was times that I woke up, the back door was wide open. Now the size of the house, it was like a very, very beautiful house. The size of the house was between 32 to 34 square feet. I had 5 bedrooms. Within that 5 bedrooms, I had 2.
And the sad part about that is that's how a lot of people be inviting in the black community and other communities who live like this. It don't matter if you're not in the black community, you can live like this too, you know. But by waking up in the middle of the night and your front or back door is wide open, it's like you're slipping and you're inviting all types of spirits, conjuring all type of spirits of the living and probably the deceased to just wander right on up in your property. It's like you got a kingdom and you don't have a gate and you don't have an army to stop people from taking you over your kingdom, you know. But let's keep it moving.
Master bedroom. One of the master bedrooms had a walk-in closet that 3 individuals could store their clothes in. The other master bedroom, I had it where on the side of it was a large den area. When people come to visit those person that lived in that room, they could sit in the den and just relax. They don't really have to go outside. And I had the situation, everything set up real, real nice, but it became a total mess when I moved it, family members in. Don't go through the situation I went through.
Telling you. And a lot of people might not understand this, you know, understand what this dude going through. You know, there's a lot of people I be seeing Spanish people come over here and there be 6, 7 families or other countries come to America, 6, 7 families, and they all live together and they get along because they're family and stuff. No, in a black America, in our culture, especially when you go into highly populated black cities, it's extremely can be extremely detrimental to your health. That's all I'm gonna say to that. And I'll let you guys on the next video. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And always remember, fellas, it's a motherfucking movie. Over and out.